In addition to entering activity logs and sending emails, another real-world application of Selltis to an inside sales rep would be creating and maintaining proposals or quotes. Let's say that John Applegate is now ready for a quote. So we'll first select John and then hover over Create Linked and then click Quote. Now that we're on the quote form, notice the header section at the top of the form. This is where you enter all the critical information for this particular quote. The inside sales rep, as well as the outside sales rep, will fill this out with the appropriate information. You'll complete the required fields in the header section first. Then you go down to the tabs, most importantly to the Lines tab. This is where you'll enter line items for the quote. To enter a line item, we'll click the Add button. Notice that much of the information on this form is populated based upon the quote we just came from. Now that we're ready to fill out this form, first select the model number for this quote line. Let's select DZBFV. Also, note that we can load your model numbers as you are currently used to seeing them directly into Selltis. You do not have to make any changes to the way you currently work with products and models. As a company, you can create a boilerplate for each model number that can automatically populate the description field for this model by just clicking the Prepend button. Next, we'll enter the cost information for this quote line, from quantity to units, such as case or each, to discounts and gross profit amounts. Once our information has been entered, we'll click Recalculate to sum the costs. Again, note that pricing can also be preloaded into Selltis if you have standard costs you want your entire team to adhere to. Now that we are done, we'll save the quote line. Note that we can either save it or save and create another. We'll simply save it and return to the quote form. All you need to do now is finalize the cover letter and closing, and then the quote will be ready to go. We'll click the Cover tab to access our standard cover letter, which has been preloaded into Selltis and can be customized to your needs. You can also edit the closing if you want to. You are now ready to send this quote. Click on Send. You are directed to the Send option screen, where you determine how to send this quote. 1. Email it. 2. Fax it. 3. Print out the file as a Word document. We're going to print it out as a Word document. When you click the Send button, it'll open up Word and populate it with the quote. Let's look at a typical quote. Here's the cover letter with your company logo. Here is the body of the quote. Note that this is our standard quote template. Any special quote templates that you want can be included with the system. That concludes our review of real-world application of Selltis for your inside sales team. Let's quickly return to the Selltis homepage and review some of the features we discussed. 1. We accessed a contact in the Contacts mini view, and were presented with an abundance of data from multiple team members available in a single location. 2. We logged a phone call and linked it to a product line. 3. We sent emails out of Selltis, which gives us a documentation trail inside of Selltis of every communication we had with that contact, and these automatically link to the company and contact. 4. We created a proposal or quote in Selltis and sent it to a Word document. Thank you for your time, and we hope this quick overview of how an inside salesperson can use Selltis will bring value and show you how Selltis can help your team to be more efficient and successful.